Welcome to today's deep dive. We are jumping right into a breakdown of some serious commercial audio and video hardware today.
Yeah, we're pulling insights straight from a stack of specs from an HDTVSupply product page.
Right, and our focus for you today is the Zenty ZT-198 16 by 16 4K 60 Hertz HDMI HDBaseT matrix extender.
That is quite the mouthful.
It really is. But to set the stage for you, I mean, this isn't some simple $20 splitter you'd grab for a living room TV.
No, absolutely not.
At 19 pounds, it's a very substantial piece of commercial infrastructure.
It is. When you're looking at hardware of this scale, you've moved completely out of the consumer space. This is built for environments where, continuous uptime and reliable routing are just non-negotiable.
Right, because you're dealing with, well, anyone dealing with commercial AV knows the headache of matrix routing.
Oh, for sure.
So this unit acts as an incredibly smart traffic cop. It takes 16 HDMI inputs, so media players, cable boxes, whatever you have, and routes them out to 16 screens.
Yeah, specifically 15 remote HDBaseT outputs, and then there's one local HDMI output right on the unit itself.
Exactly. And that local loop out is a really crucial detail. If you are the IT tech standing in a loud, cramped server room, you need a local monitor hooked up to troubleshoot your routing.
Yeah, you don't have time to run all the way out to the floor just to see if a specific signal actually switched successfully.
Exactly. You need to see it right there. Now, as for why this HDBaseT technology matters for you, it allows for flawless transmission of 4K 60 Hz video over massive distances, up to 230 feet.
Wow. And the 1080p video.
Up to an astonishing 328 feet, which completely prevents signal degradation across huge physical spaces.
But does that distance hold up in the real world, or is that just, is it an ideal lab spec?
It holds up, but the caveat is always your cabling. HDBaseT runs over standard Cat5 or Cat6 Ethernet cable. That's what makes those long runs cost-effective. But if you're running unshielded, cheap cable right next to a high-voltage power line in the ceiling...
You're going to get dropouts.
Exactly. You have to respect the infrastructure. Makes sense. Now, one brilliant tech detail that caught my eye here is the POC, or Power Over Cable setup.
Oh, that is an absolute lifesaver.
Right, because the main transmitter actually powers all the remote receivers straight through those Ethernet cables.
Yep. This means you don't need to hire an electrician to install extra wall outlets behind every single display. Plus, it saves you from trying to zip tie 15 clunky power bricks behind flush-mounted TVs.
I can't even imagine trying to hide all those bricks.
Yeah.
Let's look at the audio side, too. It features 16 analog audio Phoenix ports.
Creating a dedicated audio matrix.
Right. And it also fully supports high-end digital formats like Dolby Atmos and DTS:X Atmos.
No bottlenecks at all. And the control flexibility is just as impressive. You can manage it via front buttons, an IR remote, a TCP/IP web interface, or professional Crestron drivers.
The Crestron drivers are huge.
They elevate this to a bid-ready commercial unit. If you're integrating this into a larger automated building system, programmers need those drivers to make everything talk seamlessly.
So, connecting this back to you, the listener, why should you care about a $700 commercial matrix extender? Where are you actually interacting with this wizardry in the wild?
The most relatable example is a sprawling sports bar. When you look up and see 16 different games perfectly coordinated across 16 screens without any noticeable delay, that's the hidden engine driving your experience.
And it's a massive investment, but HDTVSupply backs it with a 5-year Zenty warranty and lifetime technical support.
When you consider the cost of an entire sports bar's AV system going dark on a busy Sunday, that $700 is essentially cheap insurance.
It really is. Wrapping up this deep dive, it leaves us with an interesting final question to ponder.
Yeah.
Seeing how much physical hardware and cabling it currently takes to push 18 gigabits of data hundreds of feet with absolutely zero latency, at what point will wireless technology ever truly be able to replicate this massive scale of 4K distribution?
Definitely something to mull over.
Keep that in mind next time you're out watching a game. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.